Yo, yo, it's the power hour where the bruisers eat. No finesse, no flukes, just backs that punish. Fantasy gold in the mud, let's eat. Yo, welcome to the power hour.
Welcome back to another episode of the Fantasy Football Power Hour with always Muscles Ryan Mill. What's going on, Mus?
Not a whole lot. What's happening tonight?
Oh, all kinds of stuff after week 4 here, man. We had a good weekend, the Power
Yeah.
Hour. You're in the rabbit, you're winning, you're in first, right? 10K?
Yep, the $10 rabbit. I am in first. So that's cool. I entered twice. I wanted to enter more, but for some reason I just didn't get around to it. But yeah, one of my lineups is winning. I have yet to avoid, or I am avoiding the injury bug, so that's key.
And it definitely takes skill to do that, but it's avoiding the injuries and even for me, I'm right now I'm 5th overall in Scott Fishbowl, so kind of the same thing. Like you go in there with the strategy, of course, you do what you do. I mean, I guess I didn't really have a strategy. I just picked players that I liked and high upside players, but at the same time, I avoided Malik Neighbors. I avoided some of these big injuries like Tyreek Hill, of course, and they're big blows, and that's the luck factor of it too. So
it definitely is
always take into consideration. But we kicked a little more ass on Fast Draft Muscles. I was winning 1K in a Quick Six Super Slam DFS tournament. I ended up taking third because that went into overtime. So
yeah,
shout out to Fantasy Picasso. I know Johnny Tuma with Player Profiler, he did win, so it was cool to see him win. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm jealous. I wanted to win, but the fan in me really wanted the game to keep going. But
yeah, were you watching? Were you winning it up until overtime?
Yeah, I stayed up and watched, and that's way past my bedtime.
Yeah, man. I was gonna say, yeah.
He had George Pickens in a booster spot, and then he scored that touchdown, and he was really, really close. All he needed was one more catch, and right away.
Jeez, that's what I think. I texted you. I was like, I'm going to bed, but text me because I know I'll get up in the middle of the night to, use the bathroom.
Yeah, your exact words is, "Hey, when you win that 1K, just let me know." Yeah, well, I didn't.
Yeah, I knew I was gonna fall asleep.
But we did good on a lot of player props. So we did get screwed in the Giants game. That was one we had on there. But good weekend for us, man. So we just need to keep riding on that momentum, and we will. We will. It's just. You got to kind of change strategies. I think we were making too big of parlays, too big of risks. So you take the risk factor down a little bit, try to hit, even do some unders. Like I did some unders. So, it's just kind of adapting and whatever's working. So this is working for us now. We'll keep doing it. When it stops working, we'll adjust and, make the right adjustments to keep winning. So that's just kind of what you have to do.
Yeah, I think we just need to watch out for the trap games. I mean, 2 weeks ago it was the Browns, and we were like, you just add that to every parlay, even though it was like minus 1,200 or something like that. And then that when it didn't hit, we were like, why did we do that? But and then this week it was, I think the Chargers were like minus 400.
They were up there. I even told you, I'm like, this feels like a trap game. It feels like a trap game, but I didn't like a lot of the other games in the 1 o'clock because I kind of wanted to take that bankroll and move it up into the 4 o'clock games.
Exactly. And I did the same thing, and I added that to a lot of parlays, and it just didn't hit.
No, but overall, it was still good. We're not going to win on everything. I mean, I know one of the props, I had a B-Rob prop, missed it by 2 yards. Had a big, it was like plus 250. Brock Bowers missed 50 yards. He had 46. So, that would have been easily, two pretty big paydays there. But, again, just keep adjusting, man. So, let's kind of jump into dynasty mode. As much as we're degenerate gamblers here. We love player props and everything. But we're going to switch gears. We're going to get into some dynasty musts and talk a little bit about last night's game with the Jets and Dolphins. So, of course, we have the Tyreek injury, dislocated knee. That means multiple ligaments are torn. It's very serious and scary situations because there is an artery right there. So I seen this on, I can't remember his name, but somebody that really is good with this kind of stuff. And I know Ben in the Discord's really talked about it, and just kind of go over all that and what's that mean.
What's that?
Tyreek Hill.
Oh yeah.
It's just unfortunate, I feel like. So if someone has 6 blue chips, how much should the Date Warrior have? I love it. I don't know. I mean, that could be a little bit of a player prop for us. I'd probably the over there. How about you, Mus?
Oh yeah, definitely take the over.
Oh man, and then somebody likes your Kyle Larson hat, Mus.
Oh yeah.
You get love on that hat every week. I have my
do.
Cy Lynch shirt on earlier too. So.
I have it on right now.
Oh, there you go. Representing our guy from Apollo. So
yeah, yep.
But what's your thoughts about Tyreek Hill?
Oh man, that's brutal. I actually wasn't watching the game, and I got all the messages about, boy, was that ugly, blah blah blah. So like, I watched it, and that was ugly. But you got to think, like, does he just hang it up? Like, he's definitely out for the year, probably. I mean, and then we always see like the year afterwards, and
right.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying go out and sell him for a third or anything like that, but I definitely would be a little concerned.
So I mean, again, and I'm no doctor. Like, Ben's the main one I seen this, and I did some more research. But yeah, it's not good at all. I originally thought he broke his leg. Like, I seen it, I was like, oh, that's horrible. And then they said a dislocated kneecap, and I don't know. I think somebody that's made a career on athleticism, made a career off being twitchy with route running. I don't know if this could be it. It really could be it. In my mind, like, it is hard to sell for a third, like 31 years old. How much does he want to play? I just, if you wanted to move for an upside guy, it feels dirty to say give Tyreek Hill up for a third, but
yeah. I mean, for like, what the hell? The dude from Seattle, the like guy we were taking on the third round. I'm drawing a blank.
Torrey Horton?
No, the quarterback. I am drawing a major blank.
Milroe.
Yeah, Milroe. Like, I mean,
I'd love to do that.
Yeah, I mean that sounds dirty, but can we trade Tyreek for Milroe? Yeah. I wanted to say
just
but
for
I
that gamble. Just for that gamble.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like even that, you probably can't even get Woody Marks anymore. We'll talk about him later. But like
Jalen Royals, maybe. I mean,
if you think he ends up getting a role, like, I just, and it sounds horrible. Like, it really does. He's not hurting anything on your IR spot. I just, this definitely could be it. So just kind of something to be wary about if you have Tyreek Hill. I think I lean more just putting him out there, seeing what I can get. But if everybody, you got to see league to league. If everybody's opinion is like he's done, like no more Tyreek Hill, you're not going to get anything.
Right.
So just kind of maybe see what you can get.
Then he might turn into kind of a buy and just hope that maybe he does come back. But
right.
It just depends on which way everybody goes.
It seems like everybody's going more like this is it.
Yeah.
It really does.
I mean, you might be able to like snipe Tyree for like a fifth or something, fourth, fifth. I'd be
willing for that and just put him on your IR spot.
Yep, put him in your IR and maybe take that gamble.
Yeah. Now, how about who do you think steps up in this? We've seen Darren Waller with multiple touchdown game. Malik Washington, somebody that we really like coming out of UVA. Does he step up? And, what would you kind of be willing to do with that? Like, I'm not trading Tyreek Hill for Darren Waller. I don't care. I'm not on that train. But, I mean, would you trade him for, like, even Malik Washington straight up?
Oh, man, that's I definitely want to get a plus, I think.
I would like to. I don't know if you are.
I don't know if you can. I can't do it straight up.
Yeah,
I know it's probably fair. I don't think I could do it.
I know it sounds horrible. So Tachera asked, what's your guys' opinion on Darren Waller shares going forward in DFS and Dynasty or redraft? Are you buying or throwing him in parlays next week? For for Dynasty, if you can get him for like a fourth, which you're probably not, like I'm okay with that. Like he's probably a waiver wire guy. Like I'll definitely put some fab on him. Like I don't know, what do you think, Muffs? 25 to 50%?
Yeah, I would say I'm more.
I'd say probably actually 15 to 25. There's a lot of other guys.
I was gonna say probably tops 25.
Yeah, probably top.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think. How old is he? Like
he's in his mid. I mean, he was just rapping last year.
I know. So like, is this like his last swan song? Like, I mean, if I'm a true blue contender, I mean, are you gonna shove Darren Waller in and like your tight end spot and feel comfortable about it?
No.
Like John, like let's last year, Johnny Smith was on his tear, and like half the time I was like, I was scared to put him in because like he did have a few, busts before, and that was Johnny Smith. I think Johnny Smith's, in a lot better shape than Darren Waller is. I don't know. I mean, if it's best ball, I think I'm more interested. If it's a lineup, like I don't know. If I don't have anybody that's better than Darren Waller,
you're probably not good.
You're probably not good.
Yeah.
And like I said, this is probably Darren Waller's swan song like last year. So
and like I said, there's a lot of other guys that I feel like that are out there. Like I would rather put more fab on Isaiah Davis, Braylon Allen going to IR here. Like Isaiah Davis is somebody that like I kind of liked in the process. Don't love him. Like of course it's Breece Hall's game, but we see Braylon Allen get a lot of carries, and he's kind of like Braylon Allen, just smaller. Like he's a hard-nosed runner. He can catch the football. He can punch in for a touchdown. So he's going to have a role until Braylon Allen comes back. And, then you got guys like Dylan Gabriel is going to get the start. So like Superflex leagues, if, more in redraft, like he's been drafted in Dynasty. Like,
I didn't see that. Is Gabriel getting the start?
Yeah, he's getting the start. So this is something that like Joe Flacco's been horrible. So
yeah, he has.
Trying to kind of see, like I think I'd be more interested again. Dynasty Isaiah Bond's probably picked up, but like redraft leagues, like I'd rather take the gamble on Bond. He had a 53% snap share.
Yeah.
So like I just feel like there's a little bit more upside there. Like the Jets are really, really bad. So I feel like this is probably more of a fraud than a fact for me.
Oh, yeah. I'm right there with you.
But yeah, on the Jets side of the ball, man, 13 penalties, over 100 yards of penalty yards. Aaron Glenn said weeks ago, this isn't going to be like the old Jets, but Muscles, I have news. This is in fact the old Jets. I mean, just kind of like the whole penalty problems and the whole like culture. Just Aaron Glenn just looked like he didn't even want to be out there anymore. Like if you watched any of that game, he just looked disconnected. And and this is nothing like, I like Aaron Glenn as a person. I just don't know about a coach.
Right.
And he was an okay defensive coordinator. I feel like I even feel like he was a defensive coordinator. It was just But loved him as a player. Just, I don't know. How do you feel about the Jets, Muscles, and everything going forwards? Because, like, we were kind of like, okay, Justin Fields looked good week one. They were getting Garrett Wilson the ball. Garrett Wilson, if you look at the box score, looks big. But towards the end of the game, got the touchdown. So he didn't even have over 50 yards at the end of the game and ended up with 97. So
Jeez.
that was a big problem.
Yeah, that was a game I didn't get a chance to watch a whole lot of. I watched it until the Broncos game came on, and then I fell asleep. But from what I watched, it was like you said, it was a lot of penalties.
Mm-hmm.
I mean Justin Fields was Justin Fields. I mean he got a lot of fantasy points. I just don't think he, from what I saw, looked very good as a quarterback.
No, and a little disappointed in Tanner Engstrand as well. Like, I mean, whenever you're down by 14, 17 points and you're still running the ball, do you really not trust Justin Fields that much? Like, I know he has his problems throwing the ball. Dude is super athletic. I really feel like they need to get, and I put this on X as well, just a foundation around him. Like, a foundation where they're going to keep a coach. Like I want Aaron Glenn to keep his job because they need to build something there. They've been through so many quarterbacks in the last 10 years. There was a stat, on TV. It was quite a few. I can't remember exactly how many. But they need to kind of get with something and let it stick, because Sam Darnold's having a resurgence. He was there. Geno Smith was there having a resurgence. So, like, give these guys a little bit of time. We knew Justin Fields was kind of a project. We're really hoping it would work out. And I'm kind of just leaning on the fence with it right now. I mean, fantasy-wise, he's going to be fine. But it's just, again, is he going to have the job going forward? Is Aaron Glenn going to keep his job? A lot of question marks there.
I'm glad they finally got Mason Taylor involved. That was a guy that we were kind of higher on it, and it looked like he had 6 catches or 5 catches. So
Mason Taylor looked pretty damn good in my opinion. He did. Yeah. They really need somebody else to step up though, because he is a rookie. He is a tight end. They need a receiver to step up or bring somebody in, because whenever they're bracketing Garrett Wilson, double covering him, and Justin Fields doesn't want to throw the ball, because I don't know if they're scared and they're like, hey, don't throw it to him whenever he's double covered. You got to throw it up. That's how he got the touchdown. Right. Garrett Wilson's a tremendous receiver. Like, talent-wise, man, top 5 possibly, talent-wise. Like,
no, I agree.
So talented. So, like, it's got to kind of, again, it's the whole training wheels thing whenever you're down by that kind of points. And I know they were gashing the Dolphins on run play after run play, but, like, the clock does run out, and that's kind of what happened. So,
yeah, it's a damn shame. Garrett Wilson's stuck in New York. I'd love to see him on a team with a comfortable coaching staff and a comfortable quarterback.
And going back to the penalties, that's kind of another problem to me, Muscles. Like, whenever all these penalties are happening, when you're a bad team and a losing team, you don't get calls. Like, you don't.
Oh, yeah.
The refs missed multiple calls. There was one, the lineman's helmet came flying off and no penalty. Justin Fields got hit 5 yards out of bounds, no penalty. So, like, you just don't get the calls that other teams do whenever you're a losing team. It's always been that way, but just kind of another culture thing that they're going to have to really kind of take away from that. So let's talk a little bit about that crazy Sunday night game that went into overtime. And Muscles, I kind of want to get your thoughts on, should there be ties in the NFL, and just kind of how the NFL overtime works?
I definitely like the way it is now that both teams kind of get a chance.
It's better than the field goal. Like,
yeah, it's better than just the field goal and it's over. I do like that. I don't think games should end in a tie. I think they should somehow, some way determine it. I mean, what that is, I don't have an idea on the top of my head. But yeah, it definitely shouldn't. I mean, whatever, it is what it is. I'm not gonna like get all upset over it. But yeah, it was a damn good game.
It was.
From what I watched. I didn't. Once again, that was past my bedtime. I didn't stay up and watch the whole thing. But from what I watched, that was a good game.
That lineup that I ended up getting third with was the only one, like, not the only one, one of the only ones. Remember how I said I was high on Josh Jacobs?
Yeah.
Didn't have Josh Jacobs, and I had damn DeAndre Swift in it.
I was just gonna say that if you would have put Josh Jacobs in instead of DeAndre Swift.
Yeah, that would have been the big difference there. But I kind of like how college does it. I like how they started on the 25-yard line. I kind of think, like, getting your 4 opportunities to, I believe, obviously a touchdown 6, a field goal is 3, or I think a field goal is 1, and then a 2-point conversion is 2. So you kind of like, mess around with that. But I like how college does it. I don't like the whole tie thing. Like, I mean, obviously for me in that game, it worked out a little bit better than what it would have been if they kept going. But yeah, I just, what's a tie? Like, what I mean?
I know. It just throws everything off at the end of the year.
It does.
I don't. Yeah,
it's not a loss. It's not a win. Like what is it? I don't.
It's like they didn't even play.
Yeah, I know.
Basically, they scored as they didn't even play.
So yeah, I'm kind of like on that fence of, or if you want to make it like an overtime like that, but I don't know if it'd be enough time. Like, could you do 6 minutes of regular football where each team gets to drive up and down the field once, and then kind of go
I know it would never happen, but like you could take like the shootout type thing like they do in hockey and like do like the team's like, okay, so let's put on one side of the field we'll have Dak and George Pickens and then their top corner, and they start at the 20 and you got to score a touchdown. One play. You have to beat that. And then on the other side of the field, like, so like after Dak throws the ball, we find out if they're good or not. On the other side, they say, okay, go. And then on the other side, it would be Jordan Love, whoever their top receiver is versus their number one corner. And it's like they have to score.
Muscles, that's creative. And
then it's like you got four chances, however many out of 4 or 5, like just. But it would never happen. But it would be kind of like the shootout thing in hockey, or
shootouts with your field goal kickers
or something. Yeah, just
I like that though.
but do it on both sides of the field. That way you can it doesn't take up much time. Yeah, go. Start at the 15-yard line and go, okay, you guys each kick a field goal. Boom. You guys made it. Now you guys go to the 20. Boom. Both kick it. You guys made it. Now go to the 25.
I kind of agree with the Shera too. Like, they need to get rid of the onside kick. It's not effective. They should give them a 4th and 15 opportunity to keep the drive going, to retain possession.
I agree.
After first down, to have a better chance to come back or either win the game. That just seems a way better way to do it. I like that too. Yeah, I'm there. Muscles over Goodell. Yeah, I agree.
I think that'd be fun to watch. Like we always like do it. Like me and you would get together and do that every once in a while in the backyard. Like we see reverse the defender.
Yeah,
and that would be fun. But like just do it to where like you have to score or else the play just don't count.
I really
that would be fun. That would be fun.
That is actually a really cool way. It is more of an offensive game now. Like nobody likes these 3 to 10, 3 to 10 games. Like nobody likes to take unders.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's really creative. It actually kind of blows my mind. Muscles, I'm not discounting you. I'm just saying that, like
I think it'd be fun to watch.
I've never
just
heard
in
that
hockey.
Before. Yeah.
Just like in hockey, shootout.
I have a hockey game on right now behind me, so I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to put a poll on that and kind of see what people think. That's really creative, but I'm the same way. I don't like the tie, man. I don't like the tie.
I don't either.
Everybody did count out Green Bay or count out Dallas, Green Bay with the victory, but it didn't happen with the tie. But I think that kind of shows a character that the Dallas, like they played really, really hard. Dak played horrible against a bad Bears defense last week. So
yeah,
to kind of like come back up and do this against Green Bay's defense, which is a bit fraudulent as well. I mean, we've seen George Pickens. I hate to admit this. I will admit it. I did bench Dak Prescott for Geno Smith in the league.
Oh man.
I mean, I still won, but
poor Adam's son, Adam Oles, who we work with. We're in a guillotine league, and he benched Dak for Tua, and he got cut by like 10 points.
Oh,
Dak had like 42 points. Tua had like I don't know what he had, but definitely not. It wasn't great. Yeah.
Yeah.
If he would have started Dak, he would have moved on to the next week.
And honestly, my reasoning behind it is without CeeDee Lamb, they did not look good against the Bears. So I was just like, are they going to lock up George Pickens and somebody else has to step up? But I do think the Cowboys offense, everybody stepped up. Javonte looked good once again.
Yeah.
Ferguson's still doing his thing. I mean, even Kevontae Turpin getting him in open space, like super fast, super shifty. Ryan Flournoy, he caught a couple passes. So, yeah, it's just kind of good to see Dallas bounce back just for their own sake. But both defenses were absolutely horrible. Let's talk about this upset real quick. The Giants and Chargers. So, Jackson Dart obviously gets his first start. Went 13 for 20, 111 yards and a touchdown, then 10 for 54 on the ground. So, how do we feel about Jackson Dart going forward, especially without star receiver and Malik Neighbors?
I mean, he was definitely getting it done on the ground. He didn't. if he finished with 200 yards, I don't think it was much over 200 yards through passing.
No,
I know
111.
Oh, is that all he had?
Yeah, I only had 111.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It was like it. Yeah, it wasn't much through the air. So, but I'm definitely rooting for him. I mean, how fun of a guy is he to watch? You know, posting Justin Herbert's girlfriend on Instagram saying game day, and I saw an interview like I think it was the week of or something like that. Somebody asked him like on the street, they're like, "Who's your celebrity crush?" And he was like, Madison Bear or Beer, whatever the hell her name is. I'm like, oh man, like this dude's like, you know how we like to stir the pot. I mean, this guy's just, I don't know. I'm rooting for him. He definitely seems like he's fun.
Yeah, he definitely is fun. Who's your celebrity crush, Mus? Tashara wants to know.
It's got to be Taylor Swift.
Mine is going to be Dwayne The Rock Johnson. No, yeah, T Swift's up there, man. Travis Kelce's one lucky dude. I've always kind of liked the girl from King of Queens, Leah Remy.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, a little 13-year-old me coming home from school watching King of Queens made a lot of bathroom breaks.
I like it.
But yeah, so I think for me, with Jackson Dart, let's rank Jackson Dart appropriately, because like same time I don't want to take too much away from him, because yes, he only had a little over 100, but seeing what he did on the ground, and this was against an undefeated Chargers team. So we just thought like, hey, they might go to town on Jackson Dart, it might be really bad. He's posting them pictures and everything out. So like, are they really going to try to give it to him? But they didn't. Right now on KTC, he is quarterback 14. That seems a little high to me.
Jeez, that's real high.
So let me ask you a couple here, Muscles. Jackson Dart or CJ Stroud?
Still give me Stroud. I don't think he's there yet.
Jackson Dart or Jared Goff?
Still give me Goff.
Jackson Dart or Cam Ward?
Yeah, I think you still got to go Cam Ward.
Jackson Dart or Kyler Murray?
Still Kyler Murray. Wow, is he above these guys?
He's above every single one of them.
Oh, my God.
Jackson Dart, J.J. McCarthy?
I think still give me J.J. for now. It could change, but...
It could change. I'm there, too. Jackson Dart or Dak Prescott?
Still give me Dak.
Me, too. And then Jackson Dart, Michael Penix?
I think that's where it's for me. Yeah. I think give me Jackson Dart.
We have him. We probably have him right around quarterback. 20?
Yeah.
Yeah, quarterback 21, 22.
I mean, that was a great win. I think that was a great NFL performance. It's just not a good fantasy performance.
Yeah.
So until he starts putting up fantasy performances, I think that's fair.
I think so too. And then we got to remember too, because I think it's going to go down some. There's no Malik Neighbors. He tears his ACL. We'll go over some trades with him as well, or at least the one that you did and anything that you've seen. But there's not really windows for guys like Malik Neighbors to go by. I mean, he's a guy that set all these franchise records. Most receptions in a single season as a rookie. Most targets with 170 as a rookie. Most receiving yards as a rookie. Most touchdowns as a rookie. So, like, he's a guy that was borderline wide receiver 1.
Yeah, so, you put that on Twitter pre-season. I don't know if it was pre-season, but it was before the season.
It was in the off season. I don't know if the season was here yet, but yeah, I said, there's got to be more of an argument for Malik Neighbors to be wide receiver 1, points per game. He was right behind Justin Jefferson at less than a point. Jamar Chase had him by a couple, but Jamar Chase loses his quarterback. This is the chance for him to step up with a new guy. Unfortunately, this happens, but Muscles, what was the trade you did for Malik Neighbors?
Drake London the third.
Yeah, you did that with Ben, and I like that for you personally.
Yeah.
I don't think it's like a ripoff. Like, obviously, Ben's getting production now with Drake London, and Drake London's no scrub by any means.
Yeah.
KTC has Malik Neighbors wide receiver 4 right now, but I think I might have him a little bit lower than that. Not much, but just a little.
Yeah.
Just because you gotta have that wait time with him, and then like get acclimated with Dart. I don't want to drop him too low, but Amon-Ra, St. Brown, or Malik Neighbors. Like I don't know if today I could trade Amon-Ra straight up for Malik Neighbors. Could you?
I think I'd rather have Almond Raw today.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think I'm there too with Amon-Ra. CD Lamb.
Uh,
I know
yeah.
that's
Give me Lamb.
I think I
And
gotta
that's tough.
it is tough. I think still got to go Lamb because we're gonna get him back here. And
Yeah.
this is where it gets really tough for me too. Jackson Smith and Jigba. I think I'm probably
I'm gonna go Neighbors.
I think I am too, but I love JSN.
I
Like
do
I
too.
just
I do too.
but you gotta give up something good to get something good. Like I think that would be a good trade for both people. How about the hot rookie Emeka Ibuka?
Me and you were talking about that on break. Like before I made them trades, it was like, oh man, this is kind of a buying window for Neighbors. Like who,
Yeah,
like I feel like you could tier up, and I
right.
think I mentioned Ibuka. I was like, Ibuka's a hot name. Like, could you get Ibuka for Neighbors straight up? And I think I'd still do it. I mean,
Yeah.
it would be tough, but I think
Yeah,
I'd still
it would
lean
be
Neighbors.
it would be tough, but yeah, I think I'm there. I think it's just for me mainly it's like that Amon-Ra. I think I'd do JSN as well.
Yeah.
I think it ends at CD, and CD is very close.
Like I like JSN, and like right now Ibuka is where he's at. I mean, he could raise up into that tier, but like I don't think JSN's a cornerstone piece, so to speak. But like everybody's got to remember, Neighbors is his cornerstone.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, and he's still young.
yes, he is.
Still
But
young.
yeah, I saw, and I sent you a screenshot. Malik Neighbors going for Tet McMillan. Like,
Yeah,
what the hell's going on?
that's wild. That's wild. So like, yeah, there could be buying windows. I actually I forgot to tell you, I traded Marvin Harrison Jr. straight up for him.
I remember. I was just gonna ask you. I remember you sent me a trade, and I liked it, but I couldn't remember who you traded.
And this is why, like, I played Dynasty almost like redraft. It is so reactionary. We were just talking panic meter on Marvin Harrison. It's got to be like a 7 or an 8. Like, and then
Yep.
he had a really, really bad first half, ends up catching that touchdown. And all things are forgiven when you catch a touchdown. So,
Yeah.
and not shitting on that guy. I mean, I still do believe in Marvin Harrison Jr. I'm not going to say how you're in shit, but like, there's a lot of big podcasts that trade any first, trade him for any first. And
Did you see somebody posted? I don't know if it was NFL memes or somebody had a side by side of Marvin Harrison and Marvin Harrison Jr.'s first, like 20 games or however many games Marvin Harrison Jr.'s played, and they're like damn near identical.
really,
Yeah.
Huh.
It's like they've got the same amount of yards, the same amount of catches.
I did not see that.
If I stumble upon it, I'll send it to you. But it
Yeah,
is interesting. Like it's basically like, I guess Marvin Harrison was a slow start into the NFL too.
And that's something we got to remember. There's a lot of guys that kind of started off slow. Not everybody's Justin Jefferson. We've been very spoiled with Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson. And I think, guys, when I get scared, I really like the Emeka Ibuka. He was my wide receiver 2. I had Travis Hunter, wide receiver 1, off of tape. Tet was 3, but he's very, very talented, but I don't think he's, like you said, a quote unquote cornerstone. I don't. And, and it gets scary to say that because I didn't think nobody did. Amon-Ra St. Brown would be, but he is.
Mm-hmm.
But Amon-Ra St. Brown and Puka Nacua, who we're going to talk about here very soon too, just are dogs, dude. Dogs.
Yeah.
And you're not trading Puka for him.
I know this is going to be hard to see. Shit. Yeah, I'll just read it. Never mind. Marvin Harrison, 1,062 yards and 9 touchdowns through his first 21 games. So that's old man Harrison.
Yep.
1,062 yards, 9 touchdowns. Marvin Harrison Jr., 1,093 yards and 10 touchdowns. So he's got exactly 31 more yards and 1 touchdown than his dad did through his first 21 games.
The only thing I would say with that it just depends time wise. They ran the ball a little bit more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But at the same time, though, like it was a slower start. Like it was a slower start. So like we need to be patient. We need to be patient with him. Like he's not over. I just think Marvin Harrison something needs to click. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That game was terrible.
It
Like,
was
he was-
absolutely terrible, dude. Like he dropping balls, not finishing routes. Like not him and Kyler weren't on the same page. But I think Marvin Harrison's struggling a little bit, like inside, like because I think his expectations, like we said with him and Caleb, like it's up here, and they're not like at the bare bottom, like they're not shit, they're just mid, you know. So like I just think like he felt like he's disappointing people, and your dad's an ex-NFL player, like
yeah.
you know. Then you got the media on your back, like these guys are human, they're kids. I mean, they're basically kids. And,
Yeah.
you know, I didn't really give a shit what people thought about me till I was in my, you know, late 20s, early 30s. Like these guys are these guys are like teenage and 21 years old. Like, you know,
It is crazy to see like how many, like just in the past couple of years, like quote unquote can't miss prospects, and none of them have really panned out. I mean, CEH, you know, I remember when we were all trade 3 first-round picks for Clyde Edwards-Helaire,
and
then
like
it was
Baltimore to Harry Potter people. Like, it's
yeah,
like a
and then
name.
and then it was Trevor Lawrence. He was going to be the next big thing, and then
Yeah,
Caleb Williams, and then Marvin Harrison Jr. and
yeah.
yeah.
Teixeira asked too, like, how do we feel about these injuries for Neighbors? Was it because MetLife, you know, turf is historically bad? You know, and I don't know much about some of these injuries, but what I do know is that I feel like when an ACL is gonna happen, like it's gonna happen eventually. Like,
Yeah.
so my buddy played football forever, and you know, played a long time, and he was doing a drill and wasn't running hard or anything, and just turned himself just right, and snap, it went. So yeah, I mean, no, we work out together, like we squat all the time, we do shit like that all the time, and it was off doing something where he just turned the right way and it snapped. It happened that easy. So
yeah, I did see the stat where like MetLife has claimed like all these injuries. I mean, I don't know much about.
Or no, Odell tore his with the Rams and the Browns. He didn't tear his with the Giants, I believe. I think it was with the Browns. So I think his was 2020, wasn't it?
I think so. I think
he would have been with the.
Wasn't that in the Super Bowl he tore it? Or was
that the second time?
Second time, okay.
Yeah, but, I think he tore it 2 times. That's something.
You could be right, but yeah, I mean, it was. Yeah, I did see a stat of like all the MetLife ACLs that got torn. So I mean, there might be something to it. I just don't know that much about turf and grass, and I don't know. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, I just think if it's gonna happen, man, it's gonna happen. But I mean, obviously, it doesn't help. Like when you have a shit field, like we kind of dealt with that with Heinz Field. Well, when it was Heinz Field, now what is it? What's it called? Acrisure or something.
Something like that, yeah.
Absolutely hate that it's all about money and they changed that, but
I know.
It just is what it is. We're going to Acrisure Stadium. I just don't really. It doesn't sound good. We're going to Heinz Field.
Yeah.
Going to Heinz Field.
Yep.
And Teixeira, this is kind of a great segue because this was going to be my next question. Who do we have? I think we can make an argument like for a wide receiver 1. Is it Puka Nacua? Is it Amon-Ra St. Brown? Is it Justin Jefferson? Is it still Jamar Chase?
Sorry to share. I think I'm going to go Puka.
I am too. I'm there, dude. Puka's my wide receiver 1. I'm not worried about Stafford and all. I'm worried about the back, but I think he can overcome whoever it is.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Like I worry down the stretch. Like he's looking great so far, you know, and stuff. But like, you know, as well as I do, like week 13, how's he going to look? You know,
Yep.
week 14, how's he going to feel? Like the more, I don't know. That does worry me. I'm not going to lie.
It does. It does. And another thing that worries me is they love to throw the ball to Devontae Adams in the red zone. Devontae scored in the last 3 games. We seen it last game. Now I know Puka scored too, but that's something that's always kind of lingering, man. Like Puka will come out here 16 targets, and then does he score? Like,
Yeah.
we kind of need him to get in the end zone.
I'm not gonna lie though. I mean, it's a lot better than what I thought it was gonna be without Ben Johnson.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I just think Amon-Ra is so damn good it don't matter.
Right.
And I'm not taking away anything from the Detroit coaching staff, because they're running the ball all right. Like everything's going okay. Like defense is doing good. But yeah, so who would it be for you? Let's just say this, Moss, who's your top 5 in order?
For Dynasty?
Yeah, for Dynasty.
Oh, I think it still has to be. I think it would still have to be Chase.
Okay.
I think it'd still have to be Jefferson. And then I think Puka. Amon-Ra Neighbors.
Amon-Ra Neighbors. Okay. I think mine's Chase. Man. Yeah. That is tough. That's tough.
It is.
I want to put Puka too, but I just don't. I don't know. Amon-Ra, Puka, Jefferson, Chase, JSN. Oh,
wow.
Okay.
Wow.
I don't hate it.
No.
I think for me it's gonna be Chase, Jefferson, Puka, Amon-Ra Neighbors.
So
right?
we're the same. We're both Chase sexuals.
Yeah, we are. If that's what we call it, yes, we are.
That's a Chase Elliott joke. That all the Chase Elliott fans say they're Chase sexuals.
Which he ended up winning this week, Muscles.
Yeah, he did.
Kind of a wild ending to that race. But before we get out of here, let's talk about these rookie running backs real quick. Ashton Jeanty. So we said last week, if anything, we're buying Jeanty. Like the panic meter was not high for us. Now, this was a smash matchup for him. We needed him to prove himself, and he absolutely did. He went 21 for 144 and a touchdown, caught 2 passes for 17 yards and 2 more touchdowns. He had 129 yards after contact, 9 missed tackles forced. He averaged 6.9 yards per carry. Now, Colton Miller did suffer a high ankle sprain. Looks like he's going to go to the short-term IR. Ashton Jeanty, man, he was my running back 3 and remains as my running back 3. How do you feel about Jeanty?
Yeah, I mean, we said that was a coming out party for Jeanty, and that should be, we had him. I think you had him in your fast draft, didn't you? That you won?
Yeah, he was. You have my 1.75 guy.
Yep, we were talking about that. We're like, if there was an Ashton Jeanty coming out party, it's gonna be this week, and
yeah.
And boy, were you right. I mean, the door to buy them is now closed.
Yep, it definitely closed. I've been trying to trade. I have Barkley in a couple leagues, trying to trade Barkley straight up, straight up before this happened. And it didn't happen then, and it's definitely not happening now. So.
Damn.
He's like you said, he's going to be really, really hard to buy.
I'm not going to lie. If you had offered me that like before this, I would have thought about it.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I would have threw in anything. It just got declined.
Yeah, but now forget it.
I think something that like people, and not saying this person did or not necessarily anybody. Something that I've learned, and if you want to be successful in fantasy, dynasty, DFS, anything, you got to take stands, and you can't be afraid to let people say that you're an idiot. Why'd you do that?
100%.
Your draft looks bad. That was a bad trade. Because let me tell you something. When I went to Scott Fishbowl, everybody was super, super nice.
Yeah.
But I didn't get a lot of like that was a good pick, man. That was a good pick. I didn't get a lot of that. You know what I mean? So like, and I'm okay with that. Like, that didn't upset me whatsoever because I feel like whenever I set something and somebody's like, "Oh yeah, that's a good that's a good pick," it's not always that way, man. Like, especially whenever you come out of a draft, like you're taking gambles. Like,
Oh yeah.
you got to decide on people. Like, how I got up there a couple years ago was Alvin Kamara. Is he going to get suspended when he did that whole ordeal? Got the discount on Kamara. I took that risk and it ended up working out. Kind of same thing with Rashee Rice. Took that risk a little bit this year. Obviously suspended to 6 games, but we took it last year as well where we thought he was going to miss time. Didn't miss time. So
yeah.
you got to kind of take them gambles, take them stances in DFS. It didn't necessarily work, but I told you, hey, I'm fading Christian McCaffrey. I had no Christian McCaffrey. He ended up playing pretty well. Was actually in that lineup that won. But take stances and don't look back, man.
Last year in that draft night out at the Expo, man, they were laughing at my team, and I don't know why. Like every time I'd make a pick, they just like mock it. Like I remember that couple. I forget who they're from. I'll never listen to them because they were ignorant. But anyway, yeah, I got the ring downstairs.
There you go. Yeah, I remember you said they were being really, really ignorant, and that's not cool either. Like, there's no reason. Hey, I like to talk shit as much as the next person.
Oh
like,
yeah.
I'm not gonna be like, whatever. You won, so
yeah, I won.
Great point to share it too. I don't know about cream of the crop. We appreciate it. We did a DFS show a while ago. It's just our schedule, and absolutely love it as well. But talking about DFS, guys, if you're not on Fast Draft, go over to the Fast Draft app. Use a promo code POWER. They will match you up to $50 if you're a first-time depositor. A lot of fun contests, man. Like, you kind of got to get used to them. You got to get in there, work your way around. But that's why you use this promo code and get that extra money. If you put in 50, you can kind of play around with another 50 and get used to how everything works. And, that way you have a better chance of winning. Hey, it's taken me a couple weeks. I won no money until this week. Ended up taking third in that one, 130 in another competition, winning some Origins drafts. And that's a great thing, too. It's all year. So we'll be starting best ball as soon as the season's over. Doing DFS now. So you see the rabbit, go over there. Again, if you're just tuning in, he's in first in the rabbit. It's winning $10,000, which you got a ways to go, but you're up there, man. You have a chance. So use that promo code POWER. Go over the Fast Draft app. You guys will not be disappointed. So Teixeira also asked, you taking the 49ers or the Rams and win Thursday night? So I was looking earlier. The 49ers are plus 6.5. I think that's a little bit high to me. So I wouldn't mind actually taking that plus 6.5 against the Rams division game. I think it'll be a tough game, and probably I think it might be a little bit disappointing as far as like score wise. I think it'll be a little bit of a lower scoring game.
I do too. I think I'd take the Rams. I think if I had to place a money line bet. But
money line Rams, but I don't mind the 6.5. I think that's kind of high.
Yeah, I agree.
So let's go ahead. Let's talk about our next running back here, Omarion Hampton, who absolutely destroyed. Everybody is freaking out. He's really bad. He doesn't look good, doesn't look right. What do we say, Muscles? We've seen Breece Hall. We've seen Jonathan Taylor. We've seen a lot of these guys do this, so you need to be patient. And if you got rewarded with a 12-carry, 128 yards and a touchdown. And he also caught 5 for 37, caught 6 balls last week against Denver. So I love that with these running backs, especially these young guys. We've seen it with him at North Carolina. He was catching passes as well. We said, hey, he's very powerful. He's very strong between the tackles, but don't take nothing away from them hands that he has. And he shows us. He showed us already 10.6 yards per carry last game. Obviously, that's not going to keep it up, but 4 missed tackles, 85 yards after contact. How high do we have Omarion Hampton in our dynasty ranks, Muss? Where do you think you have old Omarion Hampton here? We'll do a little bit of would you rather with him.
Real quick, I do got a victory lap. Do you remember that draft we were in for Fast Draft? And we were both in the same one, and I was like, I was on the clock and I'm like, this feels so dirty. I was like,
You
but
took
I
him over
don't-
Henry,
I took him over Derrick Henry, and I was like, boy, does that feel dirty. But
and
boy,
my ass took Derrick Henry. I smiled away. I was right behind you. I was like, I'll take Derrick Henry. Great pick.
I got
Great
lucky
pick.
there. I didn't think that was gonna pan out. But yeah, Hampton, where's he at in keep trade cut?
Okay, keep trade cut has him at running back 7. So
Okay.
would you rather have Amari Hampton or Bucky Irving?
You know,
Bucky also banged up too. He's getting evaluated, so we'll kind of see what's up with
Yeah.
Bucky.
I
I
don't
mean, it is
know.
dynasty.
It is dynasty. I think I might take Hampton.
I think I'm going to take Hampton as well.
Yeah, and that seems dirty.
How about this one? Amari Hampton or Saquon Barkley?
Oh boy.
I'm there, Muscles. I'm taking Hampton.
Oh yeah.
I'm taking.
Yeah,
I'm
there.
taking Hampton. You there?
Yeah, I'm there.
So they have him at 7. We have him at 5 compared to that. Well, I mean, at least
my.
unless you have him, I have him above Achan personally. I have him above
Yeah, I do
James
too.
Cook.
Yep.
I know you're higher on James Cook. You still ahead of him
Yeah.
on James.
Yeah, I think I got Hampton above James Cook right now.
Now, how about Jonathan Taylor at running back 4?
No, I think I'm gonna.
I know.
See, that's tough because I feel like Taylor's just got the age. That's basically it. I think I'd stay Hampton, but I mean, if you're in win now, I definitely would take Taylor.
At the same time, though, I mean, Hampton's getting a big workload.
He is.
He's getting a big workload, so I don't mind taking Hampton there. I'm kind of fine either way. I think I'm going to take. Yeah, I think I'm going to take Hampton there. So I think it would be Genty 3, Hampton 4 for me.
Okay.
And I love Jonathan. I love a young running back in an offense that I know Rashawn Slater's coming back next year. Kind of sucks,
Yeah.
but it is next year. They have
How's
Joe
Alt? How is he? Is he back? Is he healthy?
Who's that?
Joe Alt. Because I
I
remember
do not know. I think he's out for a little bit. I have to look. That's something I kind of forgot about. So I just said his name. I was like, he's out.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it didn't really. Not the Joe Alt, but but it didn't really seem to matter. Like it seemed
No.
like Hampton was still gashing him.
Yeah.
Not that it doesn't matter. We all know Joe Alt's one of the best tackles in the league, but
Yeah, and Slater. So like he's going to be getting them guys back. He's going to be, getting these reps and just keep getting better. I think Hampton's at 4 for me. I hate to overreact on these rookies, but I love what I see. I love that they're using them in the pass game. So I'm there. Let's talk about our next back here, and then to share, we'll put them how we feel 1 through 5 here too at the end. Quinshon Judkins. So another very strong performance for Judkins. 21 for 82 and a touchdown, 4 for 33 receiving. And this is a tough matchup.
Yeah.
So he's definitely the guy here. He's getting the big workload between the tackles, and Dylan Gabriel getting this start against Minnesota. Unfortunately, the Detroit game, they are good against the run, and then like when it gets out of hand, game scripts, so it kind of sucks for Judkins in that perspective. But how do you feel about Judkins, Moss?
Yeah, I mean, he is looking like the running back we watched on tape. I mean, we were both pretty high on Judkins, and he looks like he's performing. The Browns just seem like they're keeping the game close enough. Like their defense, like I know we were kind of talking about this, like their defense might be legit. Like, and it seems like they're keeping the offense in games just enough to where Judkins is still getting a workload. Like, I know that's what our concern was, and your concern was if the games get too out of hand. Yeah, if the games get too out of hand, they're going to be slinging the ball and not running it. But yeah, so far so good for Judkins.
Absolutely, and that was kind of the knock on him. Can he catch passes? And he can. He's showing us.
Yeah.
4 catches. Yep. We didn't think he could. We just thought Dylan Sampson was better. I thought Dylan Sampson was a better pass catcher, but At the same time, whenever you do that, you are kind of telling them, okay, we're passing the ball, right? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
when you're putting a guy like that out there. I think Dylan Sampson's still a fine handcuff, but that's what he is. He's not gonna. It's gonna be the Quinton Judkins show, and I'm pretty high on Judkins. On KTC's running back 10, so he's came up, and I think that's right where I have him. James Cook's ahead of him. I would argue put him above Achane. Achane, I'm a little bit lower on. He's running back 8. It's close.
Running back 8. Who's around him?
So Devon 8, Judkins or James Cook?
Oh man, I just love James. I think I'd still have James Cook over him.
I think I would too. Judkins or Devon Achane?
Definitely Judkins.
Yeah, I think I'd have Judkins there too. And then we have Hampton, Bucky Irving, Saquon, which probably not there.
No.
But yeah, I probably have him above Achane and very close with Cook, but I think I still lean Cook there too.
Yeah, that's fair.
Let's talk about TreVeyon Henderson. So somebody who's just, I don't want to say disappointing, just not really getting the snap share. So 7 for 32, did get in the end zone, catches 2 for 14, averaging 4.5 yards per carry, but still only a 31% snap share.
Yeah, that's did they run Stevenson?
Yeah, they just kind of three-way rotation. Antonio Gibson scored a touchdown. Like, it's frustrating.
We kind of said this going into the year that like Henderson might be like, a slow burner.
Yep.
Kind of. So I mean, I guess this is what we expected. I mean, I didn't.
I expected. I just figured they'd ramp him a little more.
I did too. I mean, seeing it live now, I'm kind of disappointed, but like, this is kind of what I expected. But yeah, I agree with you. It's just,
I think I expected, but I didn't expect him to use Antonio Gibson.
I know.
You know what I mean?
I don't get that.
Yeah, I just didn't expect the whole Gibson thing, but we need to be patient with him, and I'm still in on him. I think TreVeyon's an absolutely amazing talent. And we'll just mention RJ Harvey real quick. So 14 for 58, 4 for 40 and a touchdown, 41% snap share, 4.1 yards per carry. Thought Harvey looked really good. I know it's a great matchup, but he looked more comfortable. He's forcing missed tackles. He's that shifty Harvey that we really like to see. So what with your Broncos muscles, how do you feel about RJ Harvey?
Yeah, I'm glad he finally got off the Sean Payton rookie, what do you want to say, like shit list or whatever. Like,
yeah,
it just seemed like Sean Payton and these rookies, like, you have to earn his trust and everything. Like he's just real old school. So
yep.
After the first couple of weeks, I was like, wow, this will be, Harvey will just be a forgotten man for the whole year. But yeah, I mean, that was great to see. I honestly was surprised when I woke up and the next day and saw all the, Harvey stats, because I didn't expect it. But yeah, good for him. I hope it definitely continues.
I think it will. I just like to see him look more comfortable, and we're going to still see a lot of J.K. Dobbins, and I'm fine with that. I think they're both good backs to have.
Yeah,
I mean, we really made a stance to go out and get J.K. Dobbins and draft an extra running back.
Yep.
Then one last guy I want to mention, not a big hitter, but Woody Marks, who's a buy for us last week, started getting the snap share, 56% snap share, 4.1 yards per carry, 17 for 69, a touchdown, then 4 for 50 through the air. We knew he was a great pass catcher, but didn't expect to see him do this well between the tackles. Again, a nice matchup, but steps up as a rookie and does his thing. So how do you feel about Woody Marks? I mean, he's got to be in that probably second plus territory now.
Yeah.
Get him and kind of unattainable. Window. I don't want to say unattainable, but like, I definitely don't want to give a first for Woody Marks. Mm-hmm. But like, if you want to get creative and trade an older player and a little plus for him, okay, do that. Like, you give Keenan Allen in a second, I'd be fine with that.
Yeah, definitely a nice call with the buy. That was a nice coming out party for Woody Marks.
Yeah, it definitely was. And It's just good to see him. Good to see him get between the tackles. We'll see if they can continue with that with Woody Marks. But I've seen him get thrown on the trade block in a lot of places. And
Yeah, and I
don't
saw
be afraid
that.
to go up a second for him. I think that's fine.
I saw that notification that Joe Mixon doesn't have a timetable. I just think Joe Mixon's done. So
I do too. We talked about that. We heard nothing from Joe Mixon, and nothing sometimes is bad news. And now we finally heard. And no timetable.
I don't know if no time. It was like a weird, no timetable for his return. So
my thing with Woody Marks is it falls in front of him's a broken Nick Chubb, which again, love Nick Chubb, but that's not a lot of competition to beat. Again, good matchup, but will provide in the pass catching. And would you still like we said, you could have got him for probably a third, 2/3. We've seen that trade done. Would you still be willing to give up a late second for him?
Yeah, I would.
I would too. And I don't know if that gets it done again. They might have to get a little creative, but that's going to do it for this show. Just want to give a little update on these running backs. I know we've all been a little disappointed. If you drafted Ashton Genty, if you drafted Amarian Hampton, RJ Harvey, you were a little bit worried. I mean, the only one that really didn't put up big numbers was Caleb Johnson. Another disappointing day. We've seen Kenneth Gainwell, 2-touchdown game, but panic meter on Caleb's got to be a little bit higher now. I thought for sure he's going to get more work, but didn't. So something's going on there.
The good thing, bye weeks start this week. So now we know we're getting into the heart of football season. I know as soon as bye weeks start, it's like, you're in the juicy part of the season. This is where the good teams that have the depth kind of, persevere, and the shitty teams that have no depth, that are frauds, like we were talking about. I have a couple teams that are 4-0 and I'm 9th in scoring. Like, it's just, I'm getting lucky. So,
and I'm on the other end of one. I am 0-4 and I'm 4th in points.
I think I was just looking at that league.
Yeah.
Yep, I saw that.
Crazy.
So,
and it's happened before in other leagues, but I think that's where you got to get creative with your leagues too. I know in the Alpha League, like one thing that they do, I think it's really cool, is that last seed is off points scored, not necessarily record.
Yep.
So
I do remember that. So
kind of something cool to throw in there just to reward that guy, the last seed, if just had tougher matchups. But that's gonna do it for this show. I think we covered quite a bit of stuff here, and if you enjoy what we're talking about, please go over to YouTube, subscribe, follow us on Twitter. You can go over to TikTok, follow us over there. I'm posting stuff. I posted some waiver wire ads if you're a redraft guy. We throw on these dynasty buys and sells, and then here later in the week we're also going to give you that power up buys and sells. We're going to make that our own show, like just hopefully like a half hour to a 45-minute show, which again, we can see in an hour here, I still don't shut my mouth. I love to talk. I love to talk ball. I can be on here for hours, man, but I know everybody has shit to do, so including myself.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
So thanks for coming on, Muss, and we'll see you guys next time on the Fantasy Football Power Hour.
See ya.
Yo, welcome to the Power Hour.